Starting off, I want to make a footnote. We got about 6 or 7 exercises here. These are designed to strengthen the core, okay? This isn't going to help fix the herniated disc or the slip disc, whatever you got. This is only just to strengthen the core, which in time will help protect the low back, which will help minimize the symptoms you're going through right now. So first off, what we're going to have you do is just start in a plank position. I call this the tall plank or your push-up plank. All right. So normally you got your plank on your forearms here. Well, this one is tall plank push-up position. We're going to get you up on the hands. Okay. You're not going through any push-up reps. We're just trying to find this position. I want you to squeeze your armpits down like you got a towel under your arm. Okay. You're trying to squeeze that in, pull your biceps forward, and that'll lock in your shoulders. From there, you got to pick the hips up a little bit, okay? A lot of people in their push-up position, they're down here. Hips are real low. That means your core is turned off, and you're just going to exaggerate the effects on the low back, okay? Get those abs tight. Pull the hips up a little bit. And you should be nice and flat from your shoulders to your hips to your knees to your ankles, okay? You're going to hold that for about 30 to 60 seconds, maybe 2 or 3 sets. Just a warm-up set there. From there, what you can do, if you want to work with the lateral core muscles, not just the obliques, but your deeper core muscles, what you can do is turn that position into a T-plank, okay? So you start here. The feet are going to remain at the same spot. The feet aren't going to move. You're just going to pivot here from the top of the toes to the side of the feet. So you roll over, bring that hand up, drive the bottom hand through the basement. You're going to reach for the sky, keeping your hips high. Again, that same plank position. Shoulders, hips, and knees and ankles. All right. Hold that for 5 seconds, and you can rotate side to side. Make sure you're going nice and slow. If you go too fast, you're going to end up popping a shoulder. You want to get just about parallel all the way through. All right. So again, tall plank, 2 to 3 sets, about 60 seconds max. If you want, you can add in your T-plank rotations. All right. Works the core muscles on the side, the lateral portion. Same idea, maybe 2 to 3 sets, I don't know, 10 and 15 reps total. So from there, what you're going to want to do is get into your world's greatest stretch. I have my clients go through this every day, no matter if it's upper body, lower body, whatever it is, athletes, non-athletes. So this one we're going to set up with the hands just a little bit closer together. Thumbs can even touch. Feet are going to get a little bit wider than the hands. What we're going to do is bring one foot up outside the hand, or as high as you can. If you can't get to this position, get yourself a couple of blocks, elevate the hands, and that way you can be here in that same position, okay? So what we're going to have you do, get set, bring one foot up outside the hand. You'll feel a good stretch through the hamstrings here. What you're going to want to do is take the same side hand that the leg comes up on. You're going to reach for the sky. What you want to do is let that belly button open up with your shoulders and chest. That way you don't end up twisting at the low back, okay? Once you get that, come back to the opposite side. Again, open right up, reaching for the sky. You don't want to over-rotate. Just get nice and tall. And make sure that back knee is up towards the sky. You don't want to be down here slanted, okay? Get that back leg up. Good angles. You can go maybe 10, 15, 20 reps total there, just back and forth, so you start getting a good stretch through the hips, open the chest up a little bit, and gain some stability in your shoulders. Okay, so these are the ones I was talking about here. This is where it gets a little bit more intense. What we're going to do is get to that same position, okay? One thing you want to worry about, you might get a little wrist discomfort, okay? There's a lot of pressure on the wrists. Just try to get your fingers open nice and wide and dig right into the ground. Use that whole hand, not just your fingers or the heel of the hand. So these are going to be our shoulder taps. That same position, okay? The thumbs are going to be touching, hands are right under the shoulders, and you're just going to bring your hand to the opposite shoulder with no rotation at the hips. All right? So as I bring my right hand up, I'm really digging that left hand down, my right leg down. So I'm feeling this through my right hip flexor, crossing over into that left chest, left pec. So again, you're setting up, hands under shoulders, feet a little bit wider than hips. if you want to add a challenge to that, toss Russell on your back, all right? So if you got something on your back...
I wouldn't advise that at all, actually.
Well, whatever you want to do to put something on your back, the idea is to maintain a flat back position. So if you got something there, you really got to fight to keep those hips square to the ground so you don't end up pulling one of those, okay? Everything stays flat. Again, working on the front side core, okay? Good. And then to progress that one step further, once you go through that a couple times, I would even wait a couple of days, okay? Once you build the strength, grab some dumbbells, okay? And I would say no more than 20 pounds. Same position, turn it into a row. So not only are we working on the core, now we're working anti-rotation, okay? So as we take a hand away from the floor, the body wants to naturally fall down. But I'm using those deep core muscles to make sure the spine stays nice and flat, nice and neutral, okay? So those are your renegade rows with the dumbbells. So you start with your plank, your T-plank, work into your world's greatest stretch, move into your shoulder taps, about 20 total reps, 1, 2, 3, about 2 or 3 sets of those. And then you work to your renegade rows, and then from the renegade rows, what we're going to do is get into a half kneeling position. You got yourself a med ball or a dumbbell, hang on to the edges of the dumbbell, same effect. Okay, what we're going to do here is a half kneeling position, one knee down. You're going to grab the ball right in front of that down hip, okay? I don't want you bending over for it. We're trying to stay tall. We're trying to keep that spine from flexing or extending too much, okay? So we're nice and tall. We're going to let the hands and the sternum and the eyes all move at the same time, okay? So we're nice and tall. A little rotation through the shoulders. Arms are going to stay fully extended, just coming up across the body. Right now I got a good stretch crossing through the upper body into that hip flexor. And I'm actively squeezing my glute, okay? Turn that glute on, get that hip forward, get nice and tall. Here, and up. 10, 15 reps. Switch it up, same idea. Hip is forward, front leg is driving straight down, tight here. Open up that hip flexor, squeeze that glute, same idea. Boom. Sternum follows the ball. I'm not flexing, okay? I'm not extending. I'm staying tall, rotating through the shoulders. And that's your half kneeling chop and lift with a medicine ball. But the same thing, you use your dumbbell or kettlebell. And the last two, we call them the parallel press. So say this is your cable stack, okay? You got your pin selector, your cable hook on your handle. Bring it to about belly button height. And you want to stand perpendicular, okay? You're going to pull the handle into your sternum, get into your just about your 5-iron stance. So if we're here, same position, hands are at sternum. We're going to press straight out, making sure we're keeping good tension on the core, okay? You don't want to be arched too much. Okay, that's anterior tilt. You want to tuck the tail, find that neutral position, and then squeeze the abs. We're going to press that weight straight out. So if this is the cable stack, I press out, the weight wants to pull me in, okay? It wants to pull me here. We're just trying to fight that. If you want, you can hold that for just a second and really feel that tension, okay? Feel that torque. So again, 15, 20 reps, spinning around, same idea. And then from there we can do, again, another progression. Take that weight, press it out, and then we can rotate just a little bit, about shoulder to shoulder. Trying to keep those hips square. And again, letting the belly button follow the hands and sternum here. Again, 15, 20 reps. Weight doesn't need to be real heavy there, especially now, beginning stages. You're just trying to gain some initial strength. So again, you got your push-up position plank. You got your world's greatest stretch. You went to our shoulder taps. We did our renegade rows. We got our half kneeling medicine ball chop and lift, our paddle off press, and then our paddle off rotations. You go through each of those about, again, 2 to 3 sets, 20 reps max, and that's a good start. I would say hit that 2 to 3 times a week. In terms of tomorrow, definitely get your push-up planks, get your world's greatest, try a couple shoulder taps, and I'll leave it at that. If you want to throw in the med ball rotations, I don't want to hurt you. What you do want to work on is just open it up, get it nice and loose. The thoracic spine, make sure you're swinging smooth, get nice and loose. You can even try some wall bangers, just driving the hips to the side, reaching over the top. Again, just stretching out the lateral portion of the body. Give it a shot, let me know what you think. If any questions, just give me a call.